Most of the time, I'm very, very good.
If you were a teen in the 1980s, you didn't just wear body spray. You announced your arrival with it. These weren't just scents. They were moods, personalities, and quiet declarations of who you were trying to be. Some were sweet, some were bold, some were probably applied a little too heavily in locker rooms and school bathrooms. Today, we're taking a nostalgic walk back through 10 body sprays every 1980s teen still remembers. The bottles, the smells, and the memories that never quite faded. 1. Malibu Musk, Parfum de Coeur.
This is funky, this is rare, something crazy in the air. Ooh, Malibu!
Malibu Musk wasn't just a body spray, it was a daydream in plastic form. That hot pink bottle instantly promised sunshine, ocean breezes, and a life far more exciting than algebra class or babysitting on weekends. Even if you lived nowhere near a beach, Malibu Musk convinced you that you could. The scent was sweet and warm with that unmistakable suntan lotion undertone, like coconut, skin, and summer air all blended together. Girls sprayed it before school, after gym class, and definitely before heading to the mall. 1 spritz turned into 3. 3 turned into 5. And by the end of the day, your jacket probably smelled like it too. Malibu Musk clung to everything: sweaters, backpacks, car seats, and that was part of its magic. You could walk past someone in the hallway and instantly know they were wearing it. It announced youth, optimism, and a very specific kind of 80s confidence. For a lot of teens, Malibu Musk was the first fragrance that felt theirs. Not borrowed from mom, not gifted by an aunt. Something chosen because it made you feel carefree, fun, and just a little bit glamorous. 2. Exclamation by Coty.
What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Exclamation didn't just smell like the 1980s, it echoed. That tall black and white exclamation point bottle was impossible to miss, perched on bathroom counters and stuffed into lockers across America. It felt modern, bold, and slightly rebellious, especially compared to the softer, powdery scents that came before it.
Exclamation!
Punctuation.
The situation, the combination
Exclamation.
is the punctuation.
The scent itself was sharp, sweet, and unmistakably confident. It hit fast, bright florals with a musky edge, and it announced your presence before you even turned the corner. You smelled exclamation in school hallways, at roller rinks, in mall arcades, and during those awkward slow dances where everyone pretended not to sweat. And nobody used just one spray. Exclamation was applied with enthusiasm, before class, after class, before a football game, and definitely before heading out with friends on a Friday night. A cloud of it followed groups of girls everywhere, mixing with aquanet, denim jackets, and the hum of cassette players. For many teens, exclamation was the first fragrance that felt grown-up without feeling old. It said you were bold, fun, and not trying to smell like your mom. The ads promised individuality, but the truth is, everyone wore it. Even today, one whiff of exclamation can pull you straight back to locker-lined hallways, jangling keys, and that feeling that your whole life was about to begin. 3. Electric Youth by Debbie Gibson. Electric Youth wasn't just a body spray, it was pop stardom in a bottle. That bright pink spiral-shaped bottle felt like something from the future, sitting proudly on dressers next to cassette tapes and glossy teen magazines. Even if you didn't own the perfume, you knew it. The bottle alone screamed fun, energy, and mall culture. The scent was pure sugar and sparkle, sweet, fruity, and playful with a soft floral finish that felt bubbly rather than heavy. It smelled like confidence, lip gloss, and music videos on repeat. One spritz made you feel like you were stepping into your own montage moment, even if you were just heading to the food court. Girls wore Electric Youth to school dances, birthday parties, sleepovers, and anywhere photos might be taken. It was especially popular for special occasions, the scent you saved for nights that felt important, even if that meant hanging out at the skating rink until closing. And because Debbie Gibson herself was everywhere, wearing Electric Youth felt personal, like borrowing a little bit of her sparkle. For a generation of teens, it wasn't about sophistication. It was about optimism, energy, and believing that something exciting was always right around the corner. One smell today and you're instantly back under neon lights, humming pop songs, feeling unstoppable. 4. Sweet Honesty. Avon. Sweet Honesty was often a girl's first step into grown-up fragrance. Sold through Avon catalogs and friendly neighborhood representatives, it usually arrived in a small, elegant bottle that felt almost fancy. Many girls received it as a gift from a mom, an aunt, or a grandmother who wanted something nice but not overwhelming. The scent was soft, gentle, and clean. A delicate blend of florals with just enough sweetness to feel comforting. It didn't shout, it whispered, and that made it perfect for girls who wanted to smell pretty without drawing too much attention. Sweet Honesty was worn to church, family dinners, school events, and sometimes dabbed on carefully before picture day. It felt polite, graceful, and reassuring, the kind of scent adults approved of and kids felt proud to wear. For many teens, Sweet Honesty wasn't about trends or rebellion, it was about trust. It said you were growing up, but still safe, still familiar. And because Avon was so intertwined with family and home, the scent often carries deep emotional memory. Hugs, kitchens, and conversations around the table. Even now, Sweet Honesty brings back a quieter kind of nostalgia, one that smells like kindness, care, and the early stages of becoming yourself. 5. Skin Musk. Parfums de coeur. Skin musk was the scent that lived everywhere. It wasn't flashy or loud. It was warm, soft, and quietly confident. The kind of body spray you kept in your purse, locker, backpack, or gym bag just in case. The bottle was simple, practical, and totally unassuming, which somehow made it even cooler. The scent itself was musky but gentle, slightly sweet, slightly powdery, and never overpowering. It smelled like clean skin with a hint of warmth, which made it feel personal. This wasn't a look-at-me perfume. It was a stay-close scent, the kind someone noticed only when they leaned in. Skin musk was perfect for everyday life, before school, after gym class, heading to the movies, or freshening up before a Friday night hangout. It layered easily with other sprays, too. Girls mixed it with fruity or floral scents, creating their own signature combinations without even realizing it. Because it was affordable and easy to find at drugstores, Skin Musk felt accessible. You didn't need permission or a special occasion to wear it. It was just part of your routine. Spritz, go, repeat. Today, one whiff instantly brings back lockers slamming, backpacks on shoulders, and that feeling of being almost grown, confident, casual, and completely 80s. Before you go, if this brought back a scent memory you didn't even realize you still had, make sure you subscribe. This channel is all about those little time capsule moments, the products, habits, and everyday things that shaped our lives and still live quietly in the background of our memories. You hit the subscribe button and I'll keep digging them up. Fair deal. And if you're on Facebook, come join us there too. That's where the conversations really take off. Stories, photos, comments, and those "I thought I was the only one" moments. Someone is always remembering a scent, a song, or a product you completely forgot until they say it out loud. We'd love to have you there. 6. Tribe by Coty. Tribe was for girls who didn't want to smell like powder, flowers, or candy. It was darker, sweeter, a little mysterious. The bottle alone felt different. Bold colors, confident branding. Tribe smelled like independence, late nights, and wanting to stand out instead of blending in. Girls who wore Tribe usually meant it. This wasn't a casual spritz, it was a statement. 7. Heaven Scent.
Most of the time, I'm very, very good. But sometimes, well, let's just put it this way. It's a good thing you don't have to be an angel to wear Heaven Scent. Heaven Scent.
Before Exclamation took over, Heaven Scent ruled. It was soft, musky, and lightly floral. Gentle enough for school, but cool enough for weekends.
There's lots of things I like about Heaven Scent. For one thing, I like the fragrance itself. It makes me feel soft and pretty. I like that there's a whole line of Heaven Scent products, like dusting powder and all-over body spray. And of course, I like that Tom likes it too.
Bonnabelle knew exactly how to speak to teens, and this spray felt approachable and comforting. Girls wore it daily, often without even realizing how attached they were to it. Heaven Scent was just easy, and that's why it stuck. Number 8. Calgon Body Sprays. classic scents. Calgon was everywhere because it was affordable, accessible, and reliable. You could find it in any drugstore, and the scents were light enough to reapply constantly, which teens absolutely did. Calgon sprays were perfect for quick routines. One spritz before school, another before meeting friends, and maybe one more just because. They weren't fancy, but they were faithful. 9. Jovan Musk for women. Teen spray versions.
I love sports, but I'd much rather be a participator than a spectator. Now I'm ready to participate.
Jovan Musk.
You know, being sexy is an all-day job. And for some of us, the end of the day.
Jovan Musk felt a little rebellious. It was warm, musky, and just edgy enough to feel daring, especially for school dances or Friday night plans. Girls wore it when they wanted to feel confident, older, and a little mysterious. It wasn't childish and it wasn't subtle. Jovan Musk felt like stepping into a slightly more adult version of yourself. Now tell us, which one did you wear? Or which one did your locker, purse, or school hallway smell like every single day? Drop it in the comments, and if there's one we missed, someone else will remember it too. 10. Designer Impostors.
The best undressed bodies of 1989. What are they wearing? The barest essentials. What else are they wearing? Designer Impostors body sprays. They're designer quality fragrances, but not designer prices. They're only around $3 each. So let them fragrance you, refresh you, keep you cool and inviting all over. Designer Impostors body sprays.
Designer Impostors were the drugstore heroes of the decade. If you like this expensive perfume, you'll love this. And honestly, sometimes they were shockingly close. Teens loved them because they could experiment. Different moods, different scents, different versions of themselves without spending much money. They were playful, clever, and endlessly fun. These scents weren't just perfumes, they were moments. They remind us of who we were becoming and how powerful it felt to choose something just for ourselves. Thanks for taking this walk back with us. And if this brought back a memory you hadn't thought about in years, then it did exactly what it was meant to do.